Yes. If I wanted to get a file going and started, I need to know who I need to speak to get that done.
A brand new case?
Yes, a brand new case.
Open. Okay, that's the pro se office. Do you want me to put you in touch with them right now?
Yes.
Pro se, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm speaking on behalf of starting a new case. I don't know if there's actually a pending case against the National Basketball Association.
What? Do you have your person, or do you have a case in our court?
I don't. Yeah, if there's a way to start one, we need to start one. I think there's a big investigation that needs to be had within the National Basketball Association when it comes to actually defrauding the public. And actually, I believe there's something going on with that basketball that Wilson made for them. I believe they have technology inside of the basketball that is defrauding the public and that deals with gambling and everything else involved. I don't know if there's an open case around that, but it's definitely affecting outcomes of games, and people who are betting their money are being defrauded, I believe. So I think there needs to be some investigation to make sure everything's on the up and up.
Okay, if you want to open your own case, you're free to do that as well. I don't think there's a case in our court regard. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to let you know. It's because I would need a case number to look up for the NBA. But if you want to open your own case regarding that, you can open that.
Okay, great. Do that. What do I need to do?
So we do have a complaint form on our website, or you can come in person and file a complaint. But you just submit a complaint, and usually we charge a fee. It's $405 to file your case. But if you can't afford it, we do offer the option to use a fee waiver. And you can file a fee waiver as well with your complaint. And that's all you need to get your case started.
Okay, great. Because we need to get this done ASAP. This is a travesty to the American public and American people who spend their good money, and they don't need to be defrauded. If something is not a sport and it's entertainment, it should be defined as so.
Understood, sir. Do you know our website, or do you want to come in person?
Give me the website.
Okay. So it's NYSD.
Mm-hmm.
Like New York Southern District. NYSD.US courts.
Okay.
USCOURTS.gov. And then after all that, you would do /F /forms, FORMS.
Okay.
And it would take you to our forms website, our form section, and you would be able to file everything. You would be able to find all the forms that the court has to offer there, as well as additional forms that you might have any questions regarding. And there's also instructions if you look at the website with the forms. Like if you click on the complaint form, there's like instructions on how to fill it out as well. But I can also give you our email if you want to send it to us via email.
Great. Do it that way too.
Okay. So it's PRO.
Okay.
SE.
Okay.
At.
All right.
Same thing as the website. NYSD.
Okay.
.uscourts.gov. So that would be our email. It's prosay@nysd.uscourts.gov.
Okay, great. And if I get, if I start my claim, and can I get others to also, if they've been going through the same thing or they feel the same way, can they join the case or the claim?
If you want to add them at the beginning of the case, you're allowed to.
Okay.
And if they need to, and if they're going to be in them, if you want to add them, you're allowed to.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Of course. Have a good one.
You too. I'm reporting y'all. Y'all thought I was joking. I'm not joking. This has got to stop. This corruption within the National Basketball Association has to stop. You're not going to keep just destroying our game that we love by coming in here with Wilson and making this magnet basketball or whatever it is with all this technology in it, making balls go any which direction you want, just to affect the outcome of games because of prop bets and sports gambling. We're not going to stand for it. We're not going to stand for it. And when I'm filed this case, and the case is getting filed, no question about that, I am filing a case. Everybody else, when this case number come out, you will be allowed to get on the case. He just told you that. So therefore, all my people on the Patreons, we're going to get all y'all involved. This is serious, and we're going to the next level. You're never going to see something filed like this where they're going to have to prove. We want that case right then and there. They're going to have to prove that there's no magnet ball. The rims are okay. They're going to have to prove to us that this game is legit. And that's what, or if it's not, they're going to have to state it. No more of this circus stuff and we just going along with it. There's money being lost on sports bets because of it, etc. There's been too much craziness. This is the first year in NBA history there's ever been this many fouls called in a playoff series in history. This has been the first time ever the most split free throws in history. This is what I'm telling you. They're manipulating the game and they're controlling it using nefarious tactics. And it's our job to stand up for the people, for the purity of this game, for the people who played this, for the purity of it. That's why I'm doing it. That's why this has to go down. We've lost the foundation of what this is. We're manipulating the game to put mediocre talent into the championship circle, like the New York Knicks. Mediocre, inferior. That starting five wouldn't get picked up in a rec. Go to a rec gym, you wouldn't even pick those five. Those guys would be sitting on the sideline. They're the weakest starting five of all teams that's left in the NBA. They have no draft pick that they built around. Manufactured garbage that you see on that screen. All five guys, just a gumbo pot full of spare parts, right? Bunch of second round players. Cat was the only first round draft pick, right? Go to every other team. Wemby, they building around Wemby, right? Look at OKC, all the young draft picks they got there that are playing and contributing, right? The Cavs even got young draft picks on their team that's playing. So my thing is this. If you look at what team is better, like a better starting five, you would tell me Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson is better than James Harden and Spider? No. We're setting the game backwards. You cheated the Detroit Pistons. And as a Piston fan, it's the purity of this game. If I don't fight for what's right, I'm not a Piston. If I don't fight to correct the corruption, I'm not a Piston. If I don't do this, I am not a Detroit Piston fan. But it's more than being a Detroit Pistons fan. This is a fan of the sport. Even it's not about my team didn't win. If we lose, let us lose fairly. Let us lose fair. Don't steal it from us because you want to alter the game. Whoever was the best team, let them prove it. But to manipulate it like this, I'll never be okay with that. You have destroyed the fabric of what this game was. David Stern, the late great David Stern, told you, do not mess with the integrity of the game. You chose to mess with the integrity of the game. About time you see this video, that case is filed. We're not playing games over here. Not for 1 minute. We want an investigation. You should want an investigation to prove that the league is on the up and up. You should want that for everybody who believes it's all fake, all these different things. No. If the general public is being conned, if it's listed as entertainment, they need to go public and tell the world. Now, it's okay. You know, sometimes you have people, they make you feel a certain way. You know, it is what it is. But I'm probably not gonna live this down for a while. This is one that's gonna sting. They stole it from us just to protect the New York Knicks. They knew we were the only team that could beat them. They knew it's going to be hard for us to rip off in front of the whole world. Eastern Conference Finals. This is why they moved James Harden over to Cleveland. This is why he was moved to Cleveland. This is why they gave him Dennis Schroeder. This is why they moved this team over with Spider to help him out. They weren't at the point where they could get to the next level. Because the Pistons were so good. They started putting Vooch and everybody on Boston to try to help out Boston because they needed Boston to get to the next level. The New York Knicks played the 6th seed, the 7th seed, and now the 4th seed. And they have home court throughout the whole East. We have become too dangerous of a threat. to mess up the corporate money. So they decide to make a decision that they feel is best for company. They foreshadowed the entire game, doing a special on Donovan Mitchell, how special it was for him to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's never been out the second round in his career, and now after all these years of failing, now he can get to the next round. They did a whole segment just off that, as if that's an accomplishment. Either you win it or you don't. What's the accomplishment of what round you go out in? I can care less. I would rather go out in the first round than to go all the way to the championship and lose. No, I don't care. It's all the same to me. We lost. We didn't get it done because I'm championship or bust. That's my mentality. But to have this ripped away from us, the way it was, how it was done, this is fraud. It's fraud. The Knicks are frauds. And everything about this is fraudulent. And once this case becomes active and everybody joins in on this case and starts reporting it, we can get some action. We need that investigation on and popping. 450, no problem. Just get it moving. We need this in action. Not playing no games. Not playing any games. This has got to stop. The corruption that is happening within this sport has to go. They did this for LeBron, and for all these years carrying him, we're sick of it. We are sick of it. We want to see the best play the best. They're not the best. I don't care. I don't care if the best come from Washington somewhere. Okay, they don't have to be my team. If they're better than my team and they win, they congratulations, shake their hand. We move on to the next. But what we're not gonna do is act as if we don't see something weird and fishy going on in these games. We're seeing the basketball do things a basketball is not supposed to do. It doesn't obey the laws of physics. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with my parlay going down too. I have a problem with that. That's defrauding the general public. That's fraud. It's time to clean up sports. But we're starting right here because this is the biggest problem. We get to see it live. Now, we can argue about calls and non-calls, but to alter the basketball? I have a huge, huge problem with that. Very huge. So, I don't mean to get all revved up the way other people get all revved up for something, but when you're extremely disappointed in something, doesn't hurt to get it all out. And plus, take action. Don't just talk and then just go into the same progression next year. It's time for action. This should have been done years ago. I should have done something years ago. Now it's got to be done. It's got to be done now. So thank you guys. Thank all my Patreons, everybody who joined up and signed up to the Patreon. Thank you, all of you, man. You guys keep this boat moving. All my members, you know, what else could I say? You guys have been outstanding. So, with that being said, I'm out.